Greetings everyone, this is Yusuf and I'm going to give you a brief walkthrough on the application called Zoom. Zoom is a remote conferencing service that provides video conferencing, online meetings, chat, and a mobile collaboration. It's very easy to use. Connecting to a video call should be easy. You send them a link and they connect onto it. You can record any session for students to watch at a later date that's convenient to them. It also uses standard file formats that are easy to edit and share, such as MP4 and M4A formats. So to get started, I'm going to go to zoom.us, where I'm going to be given the option to sign up or sign in. Being that I already have an account, I'm going to click sign in. If you have a Gmail account, you can use your Google account and you can sign in with that. Otherwise, you can go ahead and register for a new account. I'm going to click Google so I can sign in using my Gmail account. After I log in, I'm going to be given a page where I can schedule a new meeting. I'm going to select schedule a new meeting and I'm brought to this page. I can create the name for my meeting or I can leave it as it is. So if I wanted to create it as Foundation 66 March 24th, then I have that option. The date, I can select the time that I'm going to have the class. I'm going to have it at 10. I'm going to make sure I put 10 a.m. This is going to be tomorrow, the 24th. The duration of it, being that I'm on a basic plan, the max amount allowed to me is 40 minutes. I cannot go over that. If I upgrade, then I can. Meeting password, I'm not going to require my students to use the password. They're going to just use the link that I sent to them. So I'm at the video section. I have two options. To start the video for myself, the host, upon starting the meeting, or I can turn that off. As for the participants, they also have the same. I have the option of setting that up. I'm going to leave it on for both of us. Audio, both. They have two options of using a phone or they can use their computer audio. So I'm going to be given the last options that I can select at the moment, which is meeting options. Enable join before host. Allow my students to join the class before I actually join the class. Another option is going to be record the meeting automatically on the local computer. Select this so you can record automatically upon ending your meeting. If you do not select it, you will still be given an option upon ending your meeting to record your meeting. I'm going to click save and my meeting is going to be scheduled. I can copy this invitation and then send the invitation to my students. So this is the copy meeting invitation. All you need to have sent to your students is this right here, that which is highlighted. Okay, copy the meeting invitation and I can send it out through mail or I can send it out directly through WhatsApps. This is a scheduled meeting, so if I wanted to, I can just close everything, or if I'm ready to start the meeting, I can select here to start the meeting. So I'm going to be given a page here to log in. It's going to ask me to run this application. I believe this is a plugin that I'm going to run. And I'm connecting now to Zoom. So I'm going to be brought to this screen where I can begin testing my speakers and microphone. I'm going to select to test. I hear it, click yes. Click yes. Record. I'm testing 1, 2, 3. Do I hear it? Record. I'm testing 1, 2, 3. Do I hear it? Click yes, and I'm going to then join with computer audio. I'm brought to my main screen here, and I'm ready to start. The link that I use will give me the ability to see the participants as they join or whoever's in. I click on manage participants, and I can see a listing of the students that I have in the class at the moment. Alrighty, gentlemen, so we are in the main screen that we'll be working in when we're using Zoom. You have a lot of these different icons on the bottom. The mute, so if I want to mute myself or all of my students, I have that option. If I want to start or if I want to enable or disable my video, I have that option. And if I want to change some of the camera settings, I have that option there. If I want to invite a student, I can do that here. It'll give me a option. I can select it to send, or I can just copy the code and then post that code into my WhatsApp group. Manage my participants. These are my participants over here. On my right side, I can close this pop-out window, or I can leave it open. If you look, whoever's speaking in the room at the time, their mic is going to be moving. That's one way of knowing who's speaking at the time. If your video is on, then your video will toggle between who's speaking. I have a chat box here, so if I wanted to chat to everyone that's in the meeting, or I can chat to a specific individual, that option will be there. I also have the option of using and sending files within the chat. If you want to record your session, you can click on the record button at any time, as well as you can pause that at any time. So if I'm recording, I'm going to click the record button. Everything's recording now. So screen share, this is going to be your bread and butter. This is going to be what you're going to use if you would like to share documents. So I have tabs already open on my computer. We have a desktop. I can show the students my desktop. I have a whiteboard where I can work on, draw on, type on. And there's other options here. I haven't used those yet, but that is available. I can use my browser and a document. So if we go to the whiteboard, I'm going to double click, or I can highlight the whiteboard and go down to share. It'll bring up your whiteboard here. On the whiteboard, you're given the option to use different features here. So I have a text option where I can type text, select the area that I would like to type at, and I can just type hello. Okay, if I wanted to draw something, I can draw a line, squiggly lines. All of this is available to me. If I wanted to put a stamp, for example, a check mark that they did good work or that this needs some correction, I can do that. Spotlight, if I want to highlight something that I'm talking about, or if we're reading an assignment at the time, that can be done here. All right, so my mouse is going to highlight so they know what I'm talking about. If I want to erase, I can erase individually. If I want to erase everything, I can click on the clear box. I can clear my drawings only, or I can clear the student's drawings only, or I can clear everything. Okay. If I want to stop this whiteboard and I don't want to share the whiteboard anymore, I'm going to go click on stop share, and I'm back to my screen, either my video or my chat box. If I click on the share button again, I'm going to be given those options. So if I wanted to share my PDF, I will select and then double click onto that, and this is the PDF that we're going to work on. I have an option bar. This option bar I can move around the page by selecting it. If I want to annotate on that page, I will select the tool that I want to use. So if I want to write on here, I will select the location and just type on it using my keyboard. Again, these stamps, someone did a good job, put a check. If they need a correction, I can put on here an X. And if I want them to read at a certain location, I can go here and select the area that I would like for them to pay attention to. All right. Again, if I want to clear all drawings. If I want to stop this share, again, click on stop and I'm back to the main screen. These are the main features that you're going to be using while you're working with Zoom. If once I am finished or my time has run out, my meeting is going to end. If I end the meeting, I'm going to click on the end meeting and I have the option of myself leaving the meeting and the participants remain in the meeting, or I can eject everyone from the meeting. If I eject everyone from the meeting, it is over. You'll then see the box where it allows you to save. This is the location. And this is going to be the location where my meeting has been saved. I can click on the file that I wanted to. This is going to be the video, and I can play it back. I can save it into my Google Drive and make it available to my students. So just as a quick recap, to use Zoom, you'll visit the website zoom.us and you will log in or use your Gmail account to log in. You will set up a meeting, invite people. The meeting link that you have, you will then send it to your participants. They will use that link to connect on. So once they're in that meeting, they can then participate, conversate, work on work, and even work in groups. I hope this has been helpful to you all. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Have a good day.